Back during the presidential campaign, Barack Obama talked about fighting climate change by suggesting at times limits on how Americans could set their thermostats inside of their home. Now the new White House science advisor is talking about much more ambitious ideas, using technology to reset the Earth's climate ourselves, controlling our weather. Is this really possible? Pat Michaels, climatologist, he wrote a book called Climate of Extremes, Global Warming Science They Don't Want You to Know. How are you, sir? Good morning to you.
I'm just fine. This is certainly a kooky idea, I have to admit.
Kooky? We haven't heard that
well,
word
it's
in
also
some time.
not
Let
new.
me just set the stage for you. Okay, this gentleman by the name of, hang on one second, John Holdren. Okay, he has this idea for how you could go in the atmosphere, literally into space, and alter the weather. Now, what is his plan? Let's explain that first.
The idea is if you took some missiles or whatever and spread sulfate aerosol, it's the same kind of thing that comes out of a smokestack in an uncontrolled power plant that we call pollution. See, we put this into the stratosphere, and it reflects away the sun's radiation, and it counters the effects of carbon dioxide in the lower atmosphere causing global warming. So you counter the global warming. It's not the first time it's been proposed. Actually, in the old communist Soviet Union, they had a state-type climatologist named Budiko who proposed that aircraft be given flares on their wingtips and that they fly low in the stratosphere, and that this would counter any possible effects of global warming.
The Soviets had tried this before? Was it effective for them?
They proposed it. They proposed it. They most certainly did. It's nothing new, and I would love to see the environmental impact statement on this. We have no idea what this would really do. We could, our computer models give us large ranges of what something like this might do. But imagine if somebody in Kansas says, "Hey, wait a minute! I didn't get my normal rain for 5 years, and I'm blaming the fact that we put this junk in the stratosphere." Secondly, it would have to be a major international agreement. Do you think the Europeans who won't eat genetically engineered food are going to allow the United States to put junk in the stratosphere?
A big old fat chance on that. There is this thing they call cloud seeding, SEEDING. And
right.
They put droplets in the clouds to create rainwater. Now, is this far afield from that?
This is much, much bigger than that. Cloud seeding tends to work in warm kind of thunderheads down in the tropics, where you put something in them that makes raindrops coalesce, and you get more rain out of it. This is a much less proven technology, and also brings a great question up that we got to ask.
What is that?
Okay. What temperature do you want the surface of the Earth to be?
Well, Megan and I just decided on 72 degrees, ocean blue skies, no humidity.
Light breeze.
Why can't...
I'd like that.
Well,
I'd like that, but I'd love to see the international... I'd love to see the international discussion on what it should be. Should it be what it was after the end of the last ice age, when it was a few degrees warmer? I said warmer than it is today. Or should it be where it was before we started to burn fossil fuel, in the Little Ice Age, when it was pretty chilly, and they wrote all those novels about how horrible it was in Europe? I tell you what we're going to do, Pat. We're going to throw out an open invitation for John Holdren to come on our air and explain what he would like to do, and then we'll compare your answers with his and see if something like this is possible someday. See if he will come on opposed.
In the meantime,
please.
I want you to know, yesterday, April 8th, 2009, it snowed in New York City.
Blizzard.
Have a great day, Pat. Pat Michaels, climatologist. Will do. Thank you.
when the operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop. And you've got to indicate to the people who run it, to the people who own it, that unless you're free, the machine will be prevented from working at all.